Have a stroll down the Teluk Kemang beach and delight in the botanical treasure of Tanjung Tuan.
Port Dickson, Negeri Sembilan, 101.3 TRAXXfm.
5 minutes after 3. This is TRAXXfm. It's Music Saturdays on Trax. We're into the segment called The Buzz. Our guest at 3:15 is Jay Ivanez. In the studios of TRAXXfm, we'll talk to him, see what makes him tick, what kind of music he brings, music for you to get yourself hooked onto. That's all coming up in a bit from now on The Buzz with KG the Man and the Sunshine Green. Sounds right?
Yes. Buzz brings you the best musicians, singers, and lyricists of the Malaysian indie scene. We also look at some of the best creative minds that Malaysia has to offer. All this and more on The Buzz every Saturday from 3:15 p.m. till 3:45 p.m. on Music Saturday. Join us right here on TRAXXfm.
It's The Buzz on TRAXXfm. Our guest is in the studios this afternoon, KG the Man and the Sunshine Green in the studios, talking to Jay Ivanez. Hi, Jay.
Hi, Greenman.
How are you doing? I'm doing good.
I'm good. I'm really glad to be here, man.
Fantastic. Listen to that resonance in his voice, man. I like that.
There we go.
Okay, and then we asked him earlier on if he was a fan of Star Wars because he looks like Qui-Gon Jinn, if you're wondering, right? Yeah. There you go. So, long hair and everything. How were you in school?
Terrible.
What a question.
I was extremely terrible. I wasn't a good student. Because all I wanted to do was music.
Right?
Yeah.
But then again, you had to do some education and stuff, right?
Yes. Of course.
You gotta say that because we got youngsters listening in, right?
Yeah, you know.
So
I mean, finish school. Obviously, finish school.
Study.
You know, finish school, study.
That's
you know,
right.
stay in school.
Very important.
Don't be like me.
Yeah, there you go.
Do not forsake your education.
Do not at all, right?
Yeah.
So in school, when did you keep long hair and did you?
No. Of course, you're not allowed to, man. Like I was in standard Kebangsaan school for the most part.
Right.
And I had really short hair and I was really short, so it was easy to toss around.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was one of those kids.
You didn't have that era where they put a bowl over your head and cut according to the bowl, right?
Oh no, but they would cut your hair publicly, just without the bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
Lucky fella. You know? Yeah, we had a sadistic teacher. No. Okay, forget that.
Let's not go there.
Let's not go there. All right, Jay Ivanez. That the way to pronounce your name?
Correct.
Okay. Ivanez, and where are you from?
Ipoh. I'm born and raised in Ipoh.
Okay, there you go. Ipoh boy, yeah?
Yes.
Ivanez, very nice, man, especially since you play guitar as well.
Exactly. Yeah, it came from there, lah.
Did it?
Yes, of course.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's your stage name, you're saying?
That's the stage name.
Okay, fantastic. All right, lovely. I like that. And does it confuse people? Do people just call you, hey, Ivanez or Ibanez?
No, most of the time they either mock me or they just call me Jay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, Jay. Tell us about the kind of music you play, Jay.
Well, I make what I call organically driven music, which is in terms of its style, it's probably influenced a lot by the 60s and the 70s. Mm-hmm. So it goes to say that I don't really like using MIDI. I don't like using anything that requires triggering, but I'm not saying I don't. I just don't fancy using it. So it's a lot of Hendrix influenced stuff, the Eagles, probably a bit of Zeppelin, those kind of band, you know.
Right.
A bit of Pink Floyd, that kind of thing. So it's a nice, generous mix. But at the end of the day, it ends up sounding closer to John Mayer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. In this day and age, right? You got to make music that's sounding and also music that's evolving, right?
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'd like to say hello to all our friends, all the bands who've been here already so far on The Buzz. Hi, guys and girls.
Yep.
And really nice to have known all of you. We look forward to seeing all of you in the studios again.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think it's a great bunch of musicians that are out there that are available as well. We'll get into a lot more of that in a bit. Right? Now, we're going to start with Jay Ivanez's song over here. It's called Heal. Tell us about Heal a little bit.
Heal is the second single that I released, and it was a song that I said to myself, I just want something very simple, straightforward, like 3 instruments, actually 4. It ended up being 4. because there was a xylophone in there, a toy xylophone.
Wow.
But yeah, I wanted something raw. I wanted to pay homage to one of my biggest guitar heroes, which is Jimi Hendrix.
Oh.
So I tried my best, and that became Heel. Yeah.
Did you play your guitar left-handed?
No, that I can't do, unfortunately.
There you go. Jimi Hendrix is amazing, right?
Yep, left-handed and upside down.
Right, and he
Exactly.
didn't want to change anything because he said everywhere you go you're going to get a guitar that's up.
Yeah.
It's for right-handers.
Exactly.
So if you don't learn to play a guitar like that, you're going to be left out.
But look at that. After Jimi Hendrix decided to do that, how many people came out with left-handed guitars?
Correct.
Exactly.
There you go. I think another hero would be Sammy Hagar. From Van Halen.
Van Halen.
Well, that was beautiful because when they were on stage, bro, you have Eddie Van Halen who's going right, and then you have Sammy Hagar
You going left, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you got a nice perfect V shape, right? Yeah.
That is where the flying V came to be.
That's a different story altogether.
I know.
Okay, let's go with Heel right now. Jay Ivanez on the Buzz, TRAXXfm. Yeah! Only thing you don't have is that big afro over there, like him.
Ah,
Yeah, man.
We can always say we can always send Jay for a perm.
no, it's okay. Don't worry. We'll keep it. I'll keep it true to my roots. The only thing that I can do to keep true to my roots, long hair.
Right, I can see a lot of Hendrix in that song over there. Even the riff that went through over there was Little Wing.
Yeah, there's
There was a
some
little bit
little
of Little
wing. Yeah, there's some Bold as Love. Like I love Bold.
Bold as Love.
Yeah, I love Bold as Love. Right.
Bold as Love. Tell me what you read on this piece of paper over here.
Wait, are we doing a magic show here?
Oh, yeah. So someone knows the Hendrix, man.
Oh man, this guy grew up with Hendrix.
Oh, man.
No, I mean I was late to the party, because I'm really young. But Bold as Love, I would say that is, for me, it's the song that describes all of life.
Right?
Yeah.
More amazing that you were late to the party, and yet you still partied.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely, man.
But the thing is, I really threw myself at the research, and I'm still trying to crack the code of his sound, or how he composed stuff, and I've come to realize that it was just, it's a very pointless study. Yeah, so just try to get with it. But Heel was one of my better attempts at doing that.
That's right. And I like that you keep your music plain and simple. You keep it raw.
Yeah.
You use very little effects. If at all the effects, you only use a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of this and that. Yeah.
Right.
That's during the end of production, like after it's recorded.
Some kind of psychedelic feel.
Yeah, psychedelic feel, because I told the engineer, like, I'm gauging like Lil Wing and all that. He's like, yeah, I can definitely see it.
Right.
And what was even funnier is that, as much as the music aesthetic is very Hendrix-like in nature, or is kind of comparable to a very early John Mayer type thing, to me the song will always be me ripping off Ed Sheeran. Because it's if you can hear it, it's Don't. It's Ed Sheeran's Don't.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like the entire format of it was like very similar in terms of its pulse and all that, but a lot of people can't really like see that.
Right, yeah. Because John May, what's his name?
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. I'd rather you rip him up. Sorry, Ed Sheeran fans. But yeah. Anyway, oh man. Okay, there you go. No masking in music. A lot of real music sounds over there. Natural effects. And what's your favorite gadget that you like to use?
I'm glad you asked. I don't have any.
Oh, wow. There you go. You just play around with your volumes and stuff?
I really don't have any pedals. I sold them all when I was 16 or 17.
Ah.
And
why? What made you go there?
Because I had a phase where I was buying pedals
Every week.
Not every week lah, like every other month. And I had one to another. I think even my parents, who I think are listening, I think they would remember this. I had a bunch of pedals, and I came to realize that I bought them because I knew I wasn't playing well, so I wanted to hide the fact that I wasn't playing well through my pedals. And then it just dawned upon me one day, it's like, if you're ever going to become a better player, the first thing that has to go is all this stuff. So I sold them all, and I never bought them again. I'm now looking for I'm looking for pedals again. but I haven't gotten any of them.
Right. Anybody got secondhand pedals over there you want to sell? You know who to look for.
Yeah, we've got Jay.
Yeah, Jay Ivanez looking for some pedals over there,
Yeah,
right?
so in terms of sound, it's just I just plug it in and dial up the gain to a nice level and rely on playing.
What amps are you using?
So I have like a little Vox, little Night Train, and that's the only thing I have.
Marshall?
Nothing. I only have a Vox, little Night Train. I only have one. Like so.
Don't you want a Marshall, man?
There's a lot of things I want, but at the same time, there's a lot of things I cannot afford.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So do you find yourself doing that, turning your guitar towards the amp and going and seeing what comes out and doing what Hendrix used to do? How he...
More like I like dialing it up, and then I don't like playing with feedback because it annoys me.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm not at that level.
That part with Hendrix, you're not, all right?
No, I mean like the stuff he did. It was when he did it, it's fine, but when I do it, it's like it's just noise pollution. Yeah, and
Hendrix used that to his advantage.
Yeah, exactly. So
right.
I'm still at the point where I want to be able to play well, or at least write well. Like you don't always have to be the best player. In my book, it's all about how you compose stuff.
Right. Okay, if you just joined us, we're talking to Jay Ivanez over here in the studios of TRAXXfm, and he's talking about his music over here. This is The Buzz, KG the Man and Greenman, the Sunshine Green and KG. There you go. KG, like KC and the Sunshine Band. KG and the Sunshine Green, yeah. Anyway, Jay Ivanez. Okay, so you've got a lot of Hendrix in that song over there, and later on we'll be playing some other songs as well. But tell us about you when you're performing on stage, and where do you perform? And when you do, what do we see upstage?
Okay, so I'm actually quite new to this whole Kuala Lumpur independent music scene thing. So I only really started in 2018 or like the edge of 2019. So I am still a acoustic solo act, trying to put a band together. So when you do see me, if you ever do see me performing, it's just one man, one acoustic guitar, and I try to do as much as you hear on the record, but with acoustic you only go so far.
Right.
But with that said and done, Heal was a song that when I performed it live, I've always got the best of reactions. Like people actually relate to the lyrics. People relate to the choruses, or at least they come up to after my performance and tell me like it's a really nice song, I like it. In fact, like when I wrote the song when I was still in Ipoh, my buddy told me like this is just finish it, this is going to be good. Yeah.
Right. And how many other songs have you got in your albums and stuff like that?
So I only have to date 4 songs that I've released.
Okay.
Actually the 4th one is not even released yet. It's going to be released. But aside from that, no album plans or anything. I just want to make singles for now and make really good singles. So there's one lineup to be released really soon. I keep saying really soon because I don't know when. There's one in the making that is it's still in the recording process, and I need to find time to sit down and write more.
That's right.
Yeah, but before this I had like a long catalog. Like I had at least 8 songs that I was firm about, and 5 of them are done.
Right. So you've got like the avenues that you use to showcase your music. What kind of avenues are you using? Where are you going to?
You mean like social media platforms? Yeah, I mean standard Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Right. And how's that doing for you?
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I don't know how to use social media properly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
right.
which is why I reached out to the people at TRAXX.
Fantastic. Yeah. And but it's a great platform now that's available, right?
That's true.
It's like, musicians and bands are no longer, governed by just recording companies.
That's true.
Who just sell what they want to sell when they want to sell.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's true. And we have that freedom of running our own show, so to speak. But it also comes with the responsibilities of running your own show. And that is where I do not have so much talent.
Like what? What do you mean?
Like, promoting music and making music are 2 very different processes.
Right. So your stage presence when you're on stage and things like that, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like, making the music or thinking about the music or how we're going to perform it, what we're going to wear, if any, because like I said, I've only ever been a solo act, right? Is one thing. But putting your music out there, finding avenues to put it on, or like finding people to help you push out the music. That is a challenge. Like, for me, like the business side of it is a massive challenge.
Right, and that's because of the way it's gone so far. Is that it?
Yeah.
What's difficult about it? I mean, like
for me, is this whole social media thing, and you're always in competition, whether or not it is really a competition. You're always going to be in competition, and then to create content that is very regular.
Right.
Because this whole algorithm thing, you have to be very efficient and how you post things, and then your posts have to be actually good. It's a multi-dimensional thing, right? So it's not just the quality of your content, it's the way you stylize your content, it's the frequency of how you post the content, when you post it, how you post it, where you post it, and what it's about. So like that whole thing needs its own textbook for me lah.
Right.
Whereas making the music, writing the music, recording the music, that is the easy part. So I do not have so much, like I said, talent in doing all that. I'm still learning.
Right.
Yeah, but not yet.
If you're forced to really like the way it is in the country, right? There are many musicians out there right now that we've met that KG's brought onto the show over here.
Yeah, man.
And we've met so many of you with all kinds of music, and a lot of you are so brave because you're coming out with not the music that that everybody wants to listen to, that sells the most. You're not coming out with bubblegum
yeah, you can sell easily,
right?
Yeah.
But bubblegum's not going to be remembered even, right? So that there's a lot of stuff that's very commercial, but you're willing to come up with something that's really what you believe is yourself, and that's like what a lot of these groups are doing right now, right? And it's a very brave thing to do. So do you think you would actually try and do something commercial just so that you can get into the scene?
That's the thing about artistry, which is why I feel a lot of us that do what we do it not because we want to. It's actually kind of one of those things that you don't really have a choice, because it's who you are, it's what you want to do, and you have that conviction within you. It's not easy to just say I want to create a pop track and create a pop track. Like, not everyone has that in them. Yes, there you can probably make compromises. Let's say you get an opportunity, maybe with a record label or a record company. Maybe you can make compromises, but the whole
would you? That's what I'm saying.
It depends on what needs to be done. Like, if you're gonna ask me to create an electronic dance music track for the sake of creating an electronic dance music track, for the sake of selling it, then the answers are no. Because the truth is, if that is the equation, that's not why we're doing this. But you say, like, okay, you've got a song that is somewhat, there's potential there, and you need to blend with the current aesthetics of music, because music has changed from the 60s. It's a very vast difference, right? It depends on how it's brought and on what is discussed. It's not one of those things that's absolute, like, whether you're going to compromise, whether you're going to change, whether you're not going to change. I don't think it's that simple.
Your first song, Heal, if you were to put blowing instruments inside, which
you mean woodwind instruments?
Yeah, which one would you pick?
Probably saxophone.
Really?
Yeah. Or maybe like I don't think called trumpets. I forgot. Yeah, I think trumpets. That would be cool.
Yeah. Right.
There's a lot that could have been done with the song. That is true. I will never deny that there's always more that you could do. But at the same time, this song is meant to be played as a trio.
Right.
And I wanted to keep true to that whole thing, like the drumming. And I'm sure you can tell.
Who's your ginger baby?
Yeah. So I wanted to share also, like, the song was recorded in I Seek Music with Mokhtar.
Hi, Mokhtar.
And Jerry Lim from Angok. He was the drummer, and he did fantastic job in 90 minutes. And I was like,
wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, are they listening in right now? Hi, guys.
I'm not sure. I hope they are, but if they're not, they can catch the replay. So this one goes out to Jerry, who did the drums so graciously on Heal.
Fantastic.
And then actually I mixed the song myself, and then I sent it to another engineer to remix it.
Right. Somebody who's not good with social media and stuff, but he can do some other stuff on
these are things that I wouldn't know that you need to do.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bad at social media and music.
So music's been in your life ever since how old, man?
So I started learning guitar when I was 12. Mm-hmm. And
Did you go for music lessons?
yeah, my mom sent me for lessons.
Do you like it?
At first I was like, nah, this is really boring, because I went for all this classical guitar type of thing, and it's a very classical format.
Was that called flamenco? Was that?
Yeah, but ironically, what is ironic is as much as I hated that brief period of time where I was learning classical music, I actually retained a lot of the techniques.
See?
Yes.
Yeah, like the flamenco technique, and like doing the whole finger style thing. Like it is something that hasn't left my hands.
See.
Yeah.
But to be very fair, the songs were extremely boring. Mm-hmm. It is so boring I can't remember any of it. And
You felt that way, perhaps, right?
no, I think a lot of people feel that way, Greenman, because
Right.
you're listening to a song, or at least you're playing a song that you can barely listen to, because where are you going to find these recordings? They were written at a time where there was no recording technology to begin with.
Okay.
This is like this is pre-contemporary music era. Like, all you have left from that era was sheet music.
Yeah.
Which could have been tampered with. Look, I'm not a historian, so I don't know. I'm just saying,
Right.
you can't even listen to the source material. You don't know of its intentions of when it was created, but yet it is worshipped in such a way that it's indoctrinated to the future musicians. So that's why classical music creates rock stars, because at the end of the day we rebel to it. We rebel to our teaching, but we retain all the techniques and we just apply it somewhere else.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, earlier before we started, right, you asked him to just show off how the strings sound. I noticed there was a classical player the moment he started touching the strings, because he didn't need a pick. He just
Yeah, that's one of the things that classical guitar, at least classical guitar, gives you, is that they do not support the use of a plectrum. They use if they use plectrums at all, it's those things that make you look a bit like a vampire. Yeah, exactly.
Jinx, brother.
So they put these I don't know. I don't know what
claws.
They're like claws. They're like claws.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So it was ridiculous, lah. Like
They should have given you the ones that they use in Thailand. The girls that do the dance, the long ones.
There's no way you're going to play anything with those.
No. So the natural way is to just grow out your fingernails on your right hand,
Right.
Yeah.
and keep your left hand as clean as possible.
Yeah, bite your nails.
Yeah, bite your nails or cut them off, or just glue them, like.
Right.
So I started lessons at 12, and at first it was a lot of rejection and all that, but I fell in love with it about 6 to 8 months after learning, and then I taught myself all these songs that I wanted to learn. Like, back then it was a lot of Disney stuff. It was like, early Miley Cyrus.
Oh, okay.
So every day I would just learn on my own online with Ultimate Guitar.
That's right.
That's like the lifesaver for every guitarist, right?
And you started singing and stuff.
Yeah, I always wanted to sing. So
Right.
yeah, it was a lot of Jason Mraz at first. A lot of those simple songs that you can pick up, and then every guitarist has a metal rock phase.
Right. What about the rest of your family, man? Was there influence coming from there?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay.
But to be very fair, like I said, I was deeply inspired by my mother's playing.
Your mother used to play piano?
Yeah, no, she used to play guitar for a while, I think.
Wow,
Yeah, she took lessons for a while in her youth.
Hi, mommy rockstar.
Yep, she's actually listening right now, so say hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to you.
So just remember House of the Rising Sun if you're listening. Yeah, so it was that thing that she played because I just wouldn't practice. Wouldn't practice.
House of the Rising Sun.
I'll play that for your mom later on, and we'll play the version from Toto. Wow.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So I remember, I remember there was a struggle to just get me to practice because I really didn't want to practice.
I mean, you were 12. Everyone's going to rebel.
Yeah.
You send me to music classes when I was 12, I wouldn't go.
But I remember after that, like, I didn't know that a guitar, like, honestly, I was listening to rock and all that, but I didn't know that a boring classical guitar could sound like that with the whole flamenco technique, because if I recall correctly, House of the Rising Sun has a little bit of that kind of twang to it. Yeah, that twang, right? That twang that requires either you plug the end of your bridge. I mean the strings that are closest to the bridge.
Right.
or you just go flamenco, like that 5-finger flamenco thing. So I was like, I just wanted to get that done, and then I was like, so this is what it means to learn a song.
Correct.
So from here on out, I shall just learn songs. What the hell am I doing all these things, all these weird exercises that have no meaning to them, initially. Of course, I've come to realize, like I said, it's good training, but it's very, very, very dry.
There you go. Okay. I've got a friend who, when he plays guitar and he goes to and he goes to harmonics. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'll always get him to tell him I want to hear that final, right at the top where you tune the keys.
Oh, I call it the Christmas tree.
The Christmas tree, yeah. I asked him to go there. And he'll always be like, one up, huh? Okay, we're going to go for a song. The River is up next, Jay.
Yeah, and we'll talk
What's
about
the river about?
Well, the river is, in terms of its meaning, like, genuinely have zero answers to that question.
Okay.
It's a song that I wrote because I said, I just want to sound witty.
Okay.
But yeah, it's one of those things like challenges, like an English language challenge. Like I'm going to write lyrics that sound smart. And I ended up playing the game of opposites. And I ended up with a song that is currently known as The River, and people think it's like, oh my god, what is it so deep? Like if you figure out the meaning, you tell me, man, because I have no idea. But I'm glad you enjoy it. The cinema, my friend who did the video, the cinematographer, he's like, this song is about light at the end of tunnel.
There's a video out with the river.
Yeah, there is. We'll talk about that.
And we can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It was released a month ago.
What's it called on YouTube? The River by
Jay Ivanez.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, simple. You can look for that while we play the song over here. Because Jay's got to get ready. We've got a little bit of time left for you, Jay, over there. When we come back, we're going to do a lot of music with Jay, right?
Yep.
Anger.
Yeah. All right. So that one is going to come out hopefully sometime by the later parts of the year, because this it's quite a big project, lah.
Right. I wish you'd use those lyrics. She sings like an angel, but she looks like the devil.
No, she sings like an angel, but she tears you apart inside.
Yo!
Yeah, that song has a meaning. That song's about money.
It's about money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And look at that, man. He's made better lyrics than Greenman. Angel devil on the surface.
I like that.
Angel, but tears you inside deep down, brother.
Heavy. All right, people want to look for you. Where did they go, man?
Just find me on Instagram. It's my name is Jay Ivanez.
Spell it out for them, man.
JAYIVANEZ.
Right? Yeah. And then on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Easy.
That's where you can go and you can follow me, you can chat with me, or just check out my latest music video, which is The River.
That's right.
Yeah.
So go over there, be his friend, and follow him, and then you never know what comes out of there, right?
And of course, if you like Jay's music style and your music style matches, you guys can click. He's actually looking for people to work out with.
You're looking for musicians,
I'm in a phase where I just want to try and work with more people, put more stuff out there.
Yeah.
So when you perform right now, are you looking to perform nightly or?
Well, if people want to pay me for my original music, sure, man, I'll do it every night. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, it doesn't matter. But if you're not playing your original stuff all the way, maybe you would play a couple of songs of yours here and there.
Yeah.
If you're playing covers or anything like that, what kind of music would you play?
I like to play a lot of that, that 60s type thing.
Okay.
I mean, old soul here, lah. Or I'm not against modern music. I love it. So yeah, I mean.
So give us an example, so that if somebody's listening in right now, if you run a place and a spot where you use one man show or trios or anything like that, and if you're looking for some musicians and some new talent, Jay Ivanez will present to you. What kind of material would you play? Probably
some good old-fashioned Jimi Hendrix, some Wind Cries Mary.
Okay.
Probably throw in standard Hotel California. Maybe
you have all.
Maybe even Try and Love Again. I love that song by the Eagles. Try and Love Again is one of my favorite songs.
Right.
Give you some. I'll give you some Taylor Swift because I love her. And I'll give you a lot of me. I think that's the point.
Yes, that is the point.
But no, truth be told, if it's something that I can learn, I can play it lah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are very little songs that I would not play.
What about if it's at functions and stuff like that, and they require an entertainment set from you?
It really depends.
Two sets.
It depends on what they would want. You know.
Would you do a wedding and stuff like that?
I would.
Yeah.
I would. I really would. Because I've never done one before, so I really don't know. I would like to do it for the experience.
That's right. Yeah, why not? Yeah, because, a lot of people actually sometimes they would say...
Hey, wait, no, that's not true. I played for my friend's wedding. That was really fun.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think at a wedding you get to play a lot of, it's that, last time it was that stigma. If you're a wedding singer, you're not a top-notch band or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. But these days, look at the kind of establishments that are available to you to play already. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, they've changed their mode of
operation. Mm-hmm. And also, like, I think a couple of weeks back we had Danny Kumari here, and she actually recently sang at a wedding.
Right.
It was beautiful.
Right. At a wedding, it's like you get a full ballroom of people.
And the other thing is just the experience, and also just being like, it's such an important day for someone, and they want you to play, so that makes your music even that much more important.
Right, there you go. The guy
cannot mess it up.
Right, the guy can look at his wife and say like, "Ooh, foxy lady."
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
I would
stand next to your fire.
I would really love to do that one, like with a band.
Yeah, I think it'll be great. A lot of people claim to be rockers and stuff like that, but when the time comes and stuff like that, they want a performer who performs like, like Ed Sheeran, was that?
The acoustic stuff.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's the thing. Like even I do that when I'm performing, because like there really is no other avenue or style.
That's right. So you're not the kind that's going to kowtow too much to what, and you're going to maintain yourself, right, and your identity.
Like I hope so. It depends on what is presented.
Right.
Like it's always negotiable.
Right.
But if you're going to tell me what to do,
you can bend a little bit, but you're not going to be shaped all the way.
Yeah, if you're the kind of guy that's going to tell me what to do, like, good luck.
Yeah. He sounds like a rather shrewd businessman, doesn't he?
There you go. 30 days from Jay Ivanez is going to end this show now.
Yeah.
And it's going to start pretty soon, right? In a bit from now. Jay Ivanez, what would you like to say?
I would like to first and foremost thank the both of you for putting me on. It's a little known fact, but it's one of my life goals.
Oh,
and I've done it today because I was telling KG I've been paying attention to tracks for the longest time. My closest friends who all know me, I've been talking about, dude, I want to get on tracks. I've said this so many times, and it finally happened.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and next to that, I know for those who are listening, for those who have helped me with the music and the videos, Jerry, Joseph, Azad, all of you, everyone played a role to put all this music out, and the journey doesn't stop here. It's going to keep going. I hope I see myself doing this for at least the next 10 years. Right, at least.
On the very least.
Yeah, and mom and dad who's probably listening at home, and all the other friends who probably are tuned in by now and laughing away. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Trax, and thank you to everyone who is on the listening ear.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Jay Ivanez, yeah?
And also a big thank you to you, Jay. You're an absolute pleasure to talk to, man.
Hey, thank you so much, man.
30 days from Jay Ivanez on The Buzz, TRAXXfm. It's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing more of you.
Thank you. And this one is making its debut here today. It's not released yet.
There you go.
Say TRAXXfm, man.
TRAXXfm.